Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of Dan Studio, where we bring you the latest news in a short and informative format, and of course in the comfort of a studio. Now, in order to comply with the government's wishes, we here at Dan Studio have decided to self-isolate and to work from home, which is why we are recording this episode no longer in our studio but in my living room. As you can tell, my hair is getting a bit longer. It's getting actually very long. That's because we cannot go to the hairdressers. So it's this mop that I have on my head right now. So excuse it. So I'm sure, as everyone knows, currently the coronavirus is still going strong. People all around the globe still being infected. It is hard to keep track of who around you is actually tested positive for the virus. Now, here in Australia, the government is planning to launch an app in only a matter of weeks. This app will have the ability to be able to trace other mobile phone owners that you have been in contact with or been in the vicinity of. And it will also keep track of those who have been tested positive for coronavirus and those who are not.
The app itself, COVID Trace, simply digitises a manual process. Nothing more, nothing less. It is entirely voluntary. It'll be available in the next week or two for Australians to use, and all it does is it allows a manual process to be sped up digitally.
So how does the app work? Now, Scott Morrison has told reporters that the app works by using Bluetooth to record anyone you get close to who also has the app. The two apps then exchange anonymous IDs, which are stored encrypted on phones and then deleted after 21 days. If someone has been tested positive for the coronavirus, the authorities can then upload a list of anonymized IDs for the past 14 days for contact tracing. Now, with this tracing app, there comes a lot of pros and cons. The pros is obviously it is able to help you keep track of who you might be coming into contact with. Because, as I don't know about everyone else, but I'm obviously not going to be able to remember that every single person I meet at a supermarket or every single person I run past while out exercising. But there is always the issue of privacy, as the government is already watching us enough. Privacy experts have warned that the app needs to be more decentralized so that the central servers that store the IDs do not become a honeypot for potential hackers.
The government drive to get everyone with a smartphone to download a coronavirus tracking app has hit a speed bump. Some of its own MPs won't sign up, with Barnaby Joyce saying the government already knows enough about our lives.
We need to lift that to an industrial capability.
Soon Australians will be asked to download a smartphone app to store the numbers of others you meet and sound the alarm if any contact tests positive.
It's voluntary. The data stays on your phone and it's only used to enhance what we're already doing.
We've got to be very careful we don't overreach.
He won't be downloading the app.
Obviously, the vast majority of the Australian people say, no, to hell with the government. They know enough about my life already.
Now, I obviously don't want to be hacked, but I also would like to be aware of the people around me in my vicinity. As I said before, I'm not going to be remembering that the old lady or the 20-year-old standing in front of me. And obviously, when I'm going for a run out in some running track, I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm going to remember this is every single person on that track, because there are a lot of people probably going out for exercise. However, at the moment, the app will not be a mandatory download, as consent would be the key to the app. People would have to share information through the app if they only consented to it. Then this also comes to an issue that Health Minister Greg Hunt has said that the government targets for an uptake of the app for 40% of the population.
The Prime Minister has ruled out forcing Australians to sign up for the government's coronavirus tracking app. To be effective, 40% of us need to download it, but new research shows other countries have struggled to get close to that.
To help get from this back to this, the government needs to convince at least 40% of smartphone users to download its COVID tracing app.
It is entirely voluntary.
Global consultant Carney modelled 17 countries using similar apps, like Singapore and Israel. It found at best only a 20 to 25% voluntary take-up by smartphone users.
And it's not like I don't think the government will reach this target. I'm actually not sure. I'm certainly a little bit skeptical when it comes to these things that I have been hacked before. So I'm not too sure, unless the government can somehow prove that all the data will be secure in some kind of package. Is there some kind of reimbursement system that they can put into place that can maybe help me if I end up getting hacked and my information goes out into the public because I signed up to this government app. This is something that the government should think about. Who knows what the government is secretly thinking? Nobody knows. So as a constant reminder, I would like to remind everyone that the coronavirus is a serious issue. We should be complying with what the government is asking us, as social distancing is still the best weapon we have against the virus. We need to be understanding that the next couple of months are going to be extremely tough, but it is going to be better in the long run. Now, remember to avoid crowded areas and to maintain a good level of hygiene. Always remember to wash your hands and wear face masks if you need to. Please remember to subscribe, punch that like button, and share our content, as we know it is an extremely tough time for everyone. Here at Dan Studio, we still want to continue to create entertaining content to keep everyone's spirit up and lighthearted, and as well as keep everyone well informed about what is going on around in the world, especially in this hectic time. So I'm your host Dan. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.